In parts of India, the devastation was so complete that bodies were left out for jackals to pick at. It was a sight that bore testament to the grim reality of the pandemic. It claimed lives faster than they could be buried. By the time the virus's threat was blunted by rising immunity, it had claimed between 50 and 100 million lives worldwide. To put this in perspective, that's more than the total number of casualties in World War I. The 1918 flu pandemic remains one of the deadliest in history, a grim reminder of the power of disease. When the Europeans arrived in America, they brought with them not just their cultures and traditions, but also a deadly disease, smallpox. This was a disease that had been a familiar scourge in many parts of the world for centuries. In Europe, the death rate ranged between 20 to 60% of those infected. However, survivors emerged immune, carrying on with life, often bearing the characteristic pockmarked scars as a testament to their survival. But for the pre-Columbian indigenous people of America, the story was tragically different. They were immunologically naive to the variola virus, having never encountered it before. This deadly virus landed aboard a Spanish ship at present-day Veracruz, Mexico in April 1520, hidden in the body of an infected, enslaved African man. The indigenous people were perfectly vulnerable to this new threat, with no immunity or knowledge to combat the disease. Smallpox spread like wildfire, decimating indigenous populations. Entire tribes were wiped out, their cultures and histories disappearing with them. Societies that had been established over centuries crumbled within months. The death toll is estimated to be between 25 to 56 million, a staggering number that forever changed the demographic landscape of the continent. The impact of this disease was not only physical, but also psychological. The devastation caused by smallpox led to a sense of despair and helplessness amongst the surviving indigenous people. Their world was turned upside down, their way of life threatened by an invisible enemy they had no means to fight. The arrival of smallpox was also instrumental in the colonization of the Americas. In many ways, it paved the way for European settlers who faced less resistance as they expanded their territories across the continent.